Welcome into 12 News at 10. I'm Rachel Hackbar.
And I'm Michael Schwenke. Tonight we are hearing from you, answering your questions. Was it a tornado or not? Sunday storms left a path of destruction, and many of you thinking it may have been a tornado, only to learn it wasn't.
So who decides and how do they do it? Brandon Stitt took your questions to the professionals at National Weather Service and has those answers.
As severe storms rolled through Kansas Sunday, many of you captured pictures like this. Some look like tornadoes, or at least the beginning of one. In the wake of the storms, the amount of damage left behind, many believing that only a tornado could cause such destruction. But now we've learned it was straight line winds, not a tornado, even though there was a tornado warning. That call isn't made without close examination of all of the factors, and it all starts right here at the National Weather Service. Meteorologists inside start with what they see on radar.
See the purple box is the tornado warning. So
that warning was for Harvey County.
This dangerous storm will be near Newton, Halstead, and North Newton around 7:50 p.m.
When we're looking at the radar, you can have a line of storms, and then out on that edge of the line, you can get some rotation.
And that's what happened near Halstead. And after the storm, Pierce and her team go to the damaged site for a closer look.
Part of the responsibility afterwards is to go and check and see, did we have, was it actually tornadic damage or was it straight line wind damage?
Although the damage in Harvey County was extensive, the National Weather Service found no evidence of a tornado.
We found that it was primarily all facing in a similar direction. We weren't seeing the twisting and turning that we would expect to see if it was in a tornado.
And straight line winds in some cases can be stronger than a tornado.
Strong winds, 90 mile an hour, 100 mile an hour winds. Sometimes some of those tornadoes are less.
In Wichita, Brandon Stitt, 12 News.
Damage assessments are underway tonight in Harvey County. The county appraiser's office will collect data over the next several days to determine the extent of that damage. The agency will then submit that information to Kansas Emergency Management to find if it meets the threshold for aid and reimbursements. If you need cleanup supplies or have damage to your home, the county says you should contact the Red Cross. That number right there on your screen.